SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. Taken at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback.
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting that the coaching staff sees him one way, and he sees himself an entirely different way.
Yeah, one thing he said he's always working on, we know he's not bad at this, but his footwork, always wants to improve that, and that's something he's going to focus on here.
And what was so funny, what the offensive coordinator say right off the top, he's got great footwork. Love his footwork. So this guy is never satisfied.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Finding some room at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. William Golston in on the stop.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. He'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, this one into the hands of Hester. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this 1st drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. He'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So now the Rams will get their first opportunity with a football. And a glance at the tall signal caller, standing 6'6".
It's pretty much become the norm when we see guys come out before a game and go through the route tree with their receivers. I thought it was exciting for us to see the exact same thing happen in practice.
He's so meticulous, isn't he?
He really is, and that tells me it's not just a one-time-a-week thing. They work on it all the time, trying to hone that fine edge. They want to see if they can get in sync and stay in sync in this one.
And he's going to have a Rams first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And his pass incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Hammond. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 45-yard line.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a handoff here to his running back. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. And he'll give it here to his running back. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The ball's still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on 4th down. Decision made for Sean McVay. They're going to go for it. Here we go on 4th down. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. He needed less than a foot. He didn't get a whole lot more than that, but he did get the 1st down.
Well, he and his offensive line created enough push where if he was able to just fall forward as he was able to there, that would pick up the 1st down. As you noted, didn't need a whole lot, didn't get much more than that.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Now he's forced out left after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Now that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
And just a yard to go here on 2nd down.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Escaping the pressure right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a 1st down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
As a rookie quarterback, that's exactly how you endear yourself to your teammates. Give it up for the cause. It's also how you end up on the training table, too.
Yeah, it's a catch-22. Coach doesn't like it. Teammates love it. Where do you fall on it?
Well, I fall on wanting to endear yourself to your teammates, but pick your spots. Be smart about it. They need you for the full season.
Yeah, the rookie's going to learn as he goes.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal.
On play action, they'll throw. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. It'll go as a loss of 8 and a tough result there on 1st and goal. Three 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the power run out of the bag and got a couple extra yards with it. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming. They're going to look to throw. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And Gay knocks this one through. And that will tie us at 3-3. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away. Hester going to decide against a return, and they will spot this at the 25. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal. And
the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And now here's a carry heading left. And he powers his way up past the 30. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now a leaping catch, he's got it. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
6 yards left on 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. To the left side and caught by Hester. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's able to get the 1st before he's taken down at the 36.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. steps away to it. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Second and 2. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Second and 7. High throw, but he makes the catch. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 40.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. It makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
They'll look to throw now on first down. It's complete. He does. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
And the Bears in the nickel. No, wait, they're in the dime. 6 DBs out there on 3rd.
Could play an exotic coverage.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 49 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Flushed out right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
As the field starts to get condensed, the defense likes that a lot because now you don't have as much space to cover, but a well-run corner route there.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
It's a nice second effort we just saw there, so I'm trying to get to the end zone, but a lot of times near the goal line, that second effort can lead to disaster. Make sure you hold on to the football because there's going to be guys swarming when you're carrying it.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Now back to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Rams have taken the lead. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. So that drive spans 13 plays. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Hester going to decide against a return, and they will spot this at the 25. But the Bears going to take over now late in this first half. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll look to throw here. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
This one taken in by Hester. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to let this one go deep.
And it's a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this works out well as it'll kick out of bounds at the 11-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our